Hello everyone, Tim McKeska with the Greater Taylor COAD, COAD, Community Organizations Active in Disaster. And this is my second training video for all of our volunteers. And we're so happy you're part of our organization. We could not do this without you. I'm a little late in getting this out to you because I was out of the country for a while. And the last couple of weeks, I've been waiting for some information back from FEMA to put into this video. But I found out today that FEMA's not in their office because of current government conditions. So this is a good reason for our COAD, because the COAD is designed to be self-sustainable in a disaster for up to 72 hours. But in conditions like this, when we have things that we cannot handle from a standpoint of local jurisdiction, when the government is shut down, that may cause even a larger delay. It's not supposed to, but it may. So this is another good reason to be a part of our COAD, to be able to help your neighbors. So, oh, by the way, it's Christmas every day in my house. Please don't send me a lot of information about why do you have your, what month is this? It is October, what is this? Today is the 15th. So yes, it's Christmas every day at my home. We're talking about Incident Command System, the ICS. And it's very complex in some ways to look at it, but it's really not from the way a COAD and the volunteers look at it. The Incident Command System is a blueprint for how emergency managers, both city, county, and state and federal government, run a disaster. It's basically a step-by-step plan, and it's all kind of universal. So it's all run similarly to each other, regardless if you're in Florida, if you're in Taylor, Texas, or if you're somewhere up in New York. But there's only 12 things that you need to know about when it comes to ICS. But it's important because there are some do's and some don'ts. And that's all we ask that you do, is you listen to these 12 steps about how you should handle yourself in a disaster once you're deployed in our organization. So again, on behalf of the COAD, thank you so much for being a part of our organization and being able to help all of your other citizens in this community. We couldn't do this without you. Thank you.
So these information panels will be on our website. We hope to have a very interactive website where you can see these videos and download this information on a training tab, and you'll be able to keep up with it. Also, maybe even put in a booklet that we will provide you. That way you have a chance to look it over to understand how all of this comes together, because you are vital to our role in disaster management. Again, ICS is the blueprint, regardless if it's local, city, county, state, federal jurisdiction. They all operate from the same game plan. The disaster may be different, but how it's managed in regards to incident command system is pretty much the same. But the way we operate and the way COADs operate, it's basically things that you will do and things that you don't want to do. And the first thing here that you have to understand is everybody has a role, from the volunteer coordinator role, the liaison officer, the volunteer coordinator. All of that will be identified to where you can always have the ability to go talk to somebody if you're not sure what you're supposed to be doing. We need you, and we want you to be in the right role for whatever disaster we're operating from, and these people will be there to help you. So it boils down to 12 things, basically just 12 things that you have to remember when it comes to ICS and how you respond to our organization. And it's vital. How many times have I said this? You don't respond unless you've been deployed and asked to be there. So, number one, ICE, Incident Command, is the blueprint on how we operate a disaster. It's vital that you do not respond unless your family and your loved ones are safe and secure. Make sure that happens before you go to this disaster. Please make sure you have the proper attire fit for the disaster. Rain protection, cold weather gear, good shoes. If you're in your Sunday best, might be a good idea to go change. Always carry your COAD ID lanyard. You will have a photograph ID with a QR code. And on that QR code, you can point a camera to that, and it will take you back to our website, and it will explain to somebody that may be needing that information who we are. So that's the first part of it. And then we get to the larger part of these next items. So listen carefully. You do not respond until you are requested. so we can make sure the scene is safe for everyone. When arriving on scene, report to the COAD volunteer coordinator or their designated coordinator. Do not take photos or talk to the press. Relay those wanting information or questions to the public information officer who will be on scene. Always remember to maintain your personal safety and do not perform any task you do not feel comfortable with. All volunteers should work in a 2+ team environment, at least 2 people, never individually unless specifically tasked. If you have any physical problems, mental reservations, or specific concerns, please let us know beforehand, and we'll make sure we put you in the right role. Remember to work within the COAD structure. Do not interfere with the Emergency Operating Center or the emergency operations of other jurisdictions, because there'll be other people there on scene. If you leave the scene of the disaster event before it's completed, make sure you let somebody know. The volunteer coordinator needs to know that. This is very important. We must know where you are and that you are safe. Leaving the scene without getting proper approval could cause us to have to go look for you and take vital resources from that disaster. So that's basically it. Hope you enjoyed that. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.